So obviously England has not performed well in the Euros at all. And of course, we have to go to our daily news for England. Mark Goldbridge, of course.
There you go.
He's obviously an avid fan. British man. Has a lot to say. And we also have a lot to say.
Facts.
Let's just go ahead and see what he has to say.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge and we're talking Euros. England will play Slovakia in the last 16, and I tell you what, we've got to go to the final. The question is, how do we do it? Get in the chat about that.
That is true. Hold on.
But first of all,
Mate, fix your mic.
Chill. That is true. If we look at the group at the bottom half of this tournament, England should absolutely be going to the final.
I think the only real competition is down there is Netherlands. I think.
No.
And Italy.
I don't think so.
Netherlands and Italy.
Netherlands isn't a competition for England, though.
Come on, man.
For being honest, like if they had gotten with France, Spain, yeah, that's competition. But
I mean, that's obviously the harder side.
Realistically, I think England should be going into the final for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
How
They should be.
have we
They
topped
should be
that
the
group?
favorites.
And how have we ended up playing somebody like Slovakia when we're one of the worst teams in the tournament? And this is what I mean about Gareth Southgate. The guy doesn't know how lucky he is. He's got an amazing... This is the point. The reason we top the group is because we've got really good players. And even though we can't get a tune out of them, we still top the group. We've got an amazing opportunity to go to the final. There's no doubt we've been lucky. You know, for me, this would be like someone knocking on my door and handing me the Ballon d'Or and me going, well, I've always loved football, but can I just say, I haven't played a competitive game for 15 years, and that was for my local pub team. Doesn't matter, you've won the Ballon d'Or. Well done, here's the photographs.
Solid.
You know.
Giving Mark Goldbridge mad bread.
I mean, Southgate must be feeling like that this morning. Don't knock it. Take the trophy, Gareth. Like, it's there to be won. But we have to respond now. We should have responded after Serbia, where Kane came out and everyone came out and was like, it's not fair that we're getting criticised. And you thought, siege mentality now. They're going to come out against Slovenia. They're going to shut everybody up and we can finally...
Wait, thoughts on Kane's comments? Like, the fact that they were getting criticized, you know, he's trying to say that the England legends that are criticizing them didn't win anything either. They flop in the tournaments.
I mean...
Like, it's facts at the end of the day.
He's got to say what... I don't mind him saying that, but at the end of the day, the Dons who are actually saying that to Kane, they've got a point.
No, yeah, of course, they're both right. Like, they definitely do deserve criticism, but at the same time, the people criticizing also failed in these tournaments.
But they shouldn't.
They know it's difficult.
They shouldn't, like, not refrain from speaking their mind just because, like, they were ex-pros and stuff. Like,
well, anyone
Kane should know that, too.
Anyone can speak their mind. Like, we're not pro ballers. We can still have opinions on pro ballers. Ask the truth.
Right.
Playing Badil and Skinner or Vindaloo or whatever, which I still haven't played. What was England's don't criticise us, we're going to be good, you know, we're ready for this tournament now. They came out against Slovenia in their Morris dancing outfits in white, trying to knock Slovenia out with a feather. You know, it was almost like coming out with water pistols and pretending them weapons of mass destruction. It was embarrassing. It was an embarrassing response to an embarrassing performance against Denmark, and that's England so far. Embarrassing.
That's true.
Denmark was okay though.
I mean, Denmark was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 0-0. Like, both teams were ass.
But like that's like I don't mind a 0-0 against Denmark.
Nah, that's not a good result, bro. And like after those first two results, everyone expects, like, in 3 group stage games, everyone expects England to have at least one good performance.
Yeah, I agree. But like Denmark isn't like, you're not going to steamroll Denmark. Like Spain's not going to steamroll Denmark, I don't think.
I think they could. I don't think they would. Dude, Denmark, they weren't good.
But they're not like a bad team. I don't know.
Not part of the England squad at the moment. He's gone back for family reasons. He's expected back at the weekend. Probably could go straight into the team. Should he go back straight into the team? Some really interesting thoughts about how England line up against Slovakia. But first and foremost, let's beat them. Let's not have extra time. Let's not be boring. Let's win this game. And let's just go, what an opportunity.
I don't think it's going to be easy, though. I think it's going to be close.
It was a joke, an absolute joke. But there's been teams that have been bad in the group stage and grown into a tournament. And really, the group stage means nothing. You know, you could win 3 games in a row and then be crap against Slovakia. Let's hope it's the other way round. But you look at that draw, you go England, Slovakia, play the winner of Switzerland, Italy, and then in the semi-final, you're going to probably play Turkey, Austria, Netherlands, Romania. It's going to be one of those, and it's probably going to be Netherlands or the Austrians, if you're honest. On the other side of the draw, France, Belgium, Portugal, Germany, Spain. You know, that's the tough side of the draw. Let them beat each other.
They got lucky, bro. They got lucky. And Gareth Southgate, he loves getting the bad side of the bracket. It's like he does it on purpose. He's an expert.
But it's not like they dropped to second place, you know.
Yeah,
it's just the other way around.
Of winning this tournament, and we still do have that opportunity. But I think that, I mean, who would you have as the favourite? I mean, for me, Spain,
Germany.
Austria, a dark horse.
Germany or Spain.
Mark, if you don't say Germany.
The dark horses are on our side of the draw, admittedly. You've got Austria and Switzerland, but we've got to be one of the favourites. I think that Spain, Germany,
England's
Portugal, France would be all dangerous, but they're going to knock each other out. And how tired or depleted could they be by the time they hit a final where they might underestimate us and we might be playing well by then?
Any type of sense
I know
we're talking about England.
Don't think we've got a chance, but and we don't deserve a chance in many ways. It's been appalling. It's been really appalling. But I think that you have to look at it and go, we don't deserve a chance. But sometimes, you know, it's like a boxing match, isn't it? You're getting battered all over the place, but you're still standing. You're still there. And who knows? You know, you could flick a switch. Hopefully we can do that. How he does that, I think that the back four picks itself, or does it? Ian Wright got ridiculed for saying that you could put Saka at left back and put Palmer on the right wing. Got absolutely ridiculed.
Thoughts, Mark?
It's hard to be an HR leader.
Mark is on another level of trying to get this bag.
This guy's about to pay rent off of us.
On the watch-along last night for the Portugal game and asked people, and it was 51% said they agree with Ian Wright. I think he actually made a really good point. Saka has played at left back before.
Obviously.
This is not Arsenal. You're not asking to play left back for Arsenal. This is a crap England team.
I don't know why they don't.
What you're trying to do is win a trophy. You've got 4 games to win a trophy. If you say to Saka, look, I want to play Palmer on the right wing, we can drop you, but actually I think you can do a really good job at left back, overlapping, putting crosses in, getting forward. Do you fancy doing it? He says,
mate, we've seen this in other international positions in club football don't really translate to international. You see Davies at right wing for Canada. You see David Alaba at center defensive mid sometimes for Austria. We've seen this before. Just do your part for your team. It doesn't necessarily have to translate for the club. And obviously he's gonna get memed for sure, but if they win at him at left back, that's gotta be way more, I guess,
it's impressive.
Yeah,
it would be impressive.
For sure.
And it's a big criticism of Southgate. I feel like Southgate, he doesn't have any of his own opinions. He simply watches the club matches. He simply watches what other managers are doing with their club players, and then he thinks that's the only options he has. He thinks that, Foden, for so long he hasn't been playing Foden centrally because Pep wasn't playing Foden centrally for so long. It's like he only copies what the club managers are doing, whereas bro, you have your own team, you can have your own opinions, you can try your own experiments out. I mean, I guess he tried that with Trent, but that's not the right experiment to try. You got to do other things.
I'm not vibing with it.
You do it. You're there to win a bloody tournament, and I think Ian Wright's right. I think it could work. Luke Shaw, I love Luke Shaw as a player. He's not played since February.
I forgot he was there.
February.
I forgot he was there.
You're throwing him into knockout tournament football. It's just not.
Yeah, it can't be.
I don't even know how that works. I think Saka on the left, Palmer on the right might work quite well. In fact, I'm going to say, look, against Slovakia, try it. I know we shouldn't be trying things in the knockout stage, but we've been trying things all through the group stage. So I would try it. I would go Pickford, Trent at right back. I would go Stones and Guehi and Saka.
No.
Why?
No. You can't. That's ridiculous.
Why?
See,
they need creativity.
That's where he lost
Hold
me.
on.
That's where he lost me.
They're lacking creativity. You want to play Walker.
Hold on. I get that. They're lacking creativity. I hear that. But you don't just completely throw out your defensive solidity just for creativity.
We're talking about Walker and defensive solidity in the same sentence.
Hold on, broski. That's literally recovery paces all Walker has. It's the only reason you put him on a football pitch. If you put Saka there for creative reasons because you want him bombing up the left, you got to have security on the right side. You cannot play Trent. You cannot play a right back who is a liability in 1v1 defending. You put Walker there because you're going to need Walker, Stones, Guehi back there if you're going to have Saka bombing up the left. 100%. That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
That back four's ridiculous.
I don't mind Trent.
If you go the Saka left back route, you can't play Trent. Trent is out the team.
Why?
Unless you play the back three.
You act like
Saka, Trent wing backs.
Liverpool doesn't do that. They play Trent right back, Andy Robertson left back. They've got Van Dijk and Joel Matip or Konate.
Mate, it's completely different.
Mark Gahey's got pace
completely.
as well.
Klopp was doing that for 7 years. He built a culture. He had multiple defensive midfielders in the midfield covering. I mean, I guess Southgate can do that, but
I won't hate that.
Klopp's system was built over 7-8 years. This is not the same.
Mate, it's tournament football. We just discussed this. You're talking about defensive solidity.
Walker needs to remain. Walker needs to remain.
No, Walker, no. I'm okay with that.
Oh, actually, no. I would go Rice, Mainu, and Bellingham.
Yeah.
What? No. Again. What are we doing? Doing? You want
the best player.
You want creativity. You put your best creator behind the striker. It's that simple. When has football become a complicated sport? It's a simple sport.
Exactly.
You play Foden in his position.
Foden is a tactical merchant, bro. He only plays in a Pep system.
A Pep system.
Yes. And he can't translate it. How many times have we seen a right wing in England?
He was England's best attacker in the group stages.
How many times have we seen right wing Foden for England? A lot of times.
Few times.
Dog shit.
He was
left
good.
wing.
He was pretty good in the Euros. He was
center
pretty good in the
mid.
World Cup.
I can't really rely on him in center mid. I think
shut up,
Bellingham's well rounded.
The midfield that they need to play is 100% Rice, Bellingham pivot, or Mainu, Foden in the 10.
I don't know.
Stop! Don't give the creative keys to Bellingham.
Palmer
Gordon
on the
left
right,
is
and obviously
decent.
he'll go Kane up front. I would put
There we go.
Foden
Hold
on.
on. Did he just say
Leave him out. Leave him out. Goldbridge,
no. I don't want to watch this video anymore. I don't want to watch this video. I don't want to watch it.
Absolutely.
I don't want to watch this video anymore. He just said Gordon. He just said Gordon Kane Palmer. He just said Gordon Kane Palmer.
Why not?
Broski,
everything else has failed.
This is why England don't deserve anything. They don't deserve to win anything because they're all idiots.
Hold on.
You have the Premier League Player of the Season who just
arguably undeserved.
Premier League Player of the Season.
Arguably undeserved.
And you're gonna drop him in the knockouts after he was one of your best players in the group stages.
Hold on.
Been this whole country. Been all the fans.
One of his best players.
Been everybody.
One of his best players. And what did? They didn't win. They didn't win with Foden.
They topped the group.
They didn't win.
They topped the group.
We're having this conversation because Phil Foden is playing in that spot.
In what spot? In what spot? In the left wing.
We've saw a couple times. You just said he was their best player in those pockets, right?
Yeah, he was coming in centrally in maybe the last game, and he was the best player in the last two.
And what did that do?
2 games?
Did nothing.
He was the best player. If the result isn't there, that's not solely on him. He was the best player. He did his part. This country deserves nothing. This country does not deserve a trophy. Southgate doesn't deserve a trophy.
Agree.
Mark Goldbridge, you don't deserve a trophy if you're going to leave out your best player out of your 11.
Mark Goldbridge is speaking facts.
Ridiculous.
And you can always bring him on. For Slovakia, just try something a little bit different. So
he's a super sub.
Saka at the left
He's
back,
a super
Gordon
sub.
at left wing.
At the end of the
Palmer
day,
right
he's a super
wing,
sub.
Trent behind him. Normal centre
I'm
backs Gray
crying.
and Stones.
That would get rinsed.
Mainu
That
and
11 would
Rice,
get rinsed.
with Bellingham back in that number 10 position and not having to drift out to the left to swap with Foden.
dead.
I mean, seeing Jude Bellingham on the left wing in that second half against Slovenia was just depressing.
Yeah,
So,
ridiculous. You don't need that. Play Jude deeper. Play Jude deeper. Since when is Jude some creative monster, Zidane-esque? Oh,
You realize he had 20 plus goals in La Liga, right?
Oh, yeah.
You realize he scored the only goal that actually got them plus 3 points in the group
goals,
stage, right?
You know how many of those goals were outside the box?
Put Phil Foden.
Hold on. How many of those goals that Bellingham scored last season were outside the box? Tell me. Zero. I think zero, actually. I think zero. Tell me how many goals Phil Foden scored from outside the box. In fact, he was the player in the Premier League with the most goals from outside the box in the league.
That counts as 2 goals now?
No, but as a number 10, you're constantly finding yourself in those spots outside the box, with space to have a hit. That's where Foden thrives.
And you're going to sit here and tell me Jude Bellingham can't do that. On top of
he did it last season with 20 plus goals. He didn't do any goals from outside the box.
Yes,
actually, no, he did the one in the El Clasico. He had one in the El Clasico.
And on top of that, that's not even his ball game. His ball game is rushing into the box,
crashing into the box. He
way
can do that
more.
From deep. He can do that from deep.
No, he can't.
Yeah, he can. He can make late runs into the box from deep.
He's going to leave a lot of defense open.
That's why you have Walker back there. That's why you have Walker back there. That's why
it doesn't work like
Give
that,
me the
bro.
keys. Give me the keys. I beg you. I beg you.
Goldbridge is here and you're there.
Yeah,
Goldbridge knows ball.
Goldbridge pulls views. I don't, but maybe it should be the opposite.
I would try it out because we can't fail.
Ridiculous.
Like, we can't fail can be read in so many ways. We can't fail. We can't fail. We can't fail.
What's he rapping about? What's he yapping about?
We can't fail. We can't fail.
We
can't fail. There's so many ways you can say it, and I would say all of them are relevant. We can't fail is a demand. We can't fail is an excitement. We can't fail. We're good enough. Like, we have had a crap group stage, and for me, it's exclusively on Southgate. But he still has all those good players. It's
exclusively on Southgate, yet you're dropping the Premier League player of the season out of your 11 for the knockouts. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
You're sucking him so
make it make
dry.
sense,
It's
Mark.
insane.
Make it make sense.
Work. Like, you look at the team that he wanted to play with Foden on the left and Trent at holding midfield and Trippier at left back, and you look at where he is after 3 games. Of course, he's a chaotic manager. He hasn't got a bloody clue. He's just throwing things and hoping something sticks. But he's probably going to end up with Palmer on the right, Mainu in the midfield, and Gordon on the left. And by doing that, he's going to balance his team and he's going to bring play.
You're going to put in a player who fell off a bike for Foden. For Foden, guy with the stain on his chin, blood stains on his chin, you know.
Gordon is a better left wing than
behavior.
Foden.
Nah, I rate Gordon.
Gordon is literally a better left wing.
Obviously, Gordon's a better left wing than Foden, but that's why you put Foden central.
Players in that have no fear. And it's, that's 3 positions. And if he changes left back and right back, that's half his team is changed from the first game against Serbia. So, and then you get a bit of rhythm. And all we've got to do, having played crap for 3 games, is start playing well with a bit of rhythm. And then suddenly, people are going to go, England can win this tournament. So that's what we're looking at. In relation to Slovakia, with all due respect, we simply cannot fail, but we simply cannot draw to Slovenia and play as crap as we did against Denmark and Serbia as well. Slovakia, Denmark, Serbia, Slovenia. You're telling me England are going to struggle in this one. This Slovakia game is what we should have got from the Slovenia game.
Realistically, though, friendlies, we've seen them in the friendlies. We see them in whatever what's the international break thing called?
Nations League.
Nations League, like, mate, they've been tying every game, scoring only 1 goal. Like, this is England.
They've struggled.
Why are people so surprised when they're talking about the teams they're facing? Like, literally every single team has been that bad, and they've been tying them in friendlies, in Nations League. Like, it shouldn't be surprising, to be honest.
I hear that, but in the World Cup, they weren't struggling going forward like this. They weren't, really.
I don't know, bro. Shouldn't be surprising.
And offering up all the resistance of a bloody Poppadom, we should come out there with a bloody Tyson Fury right hook, and a left one, and knock them down early and get the game won. And I expected that against Slovenia. I'll be stunned if it doesn't happen against Slovakia. We hit play on 3 Lions. We go into a quarter-final. We look at that draw. We played well, and we go, you know what? We might do this. That's what we've got to do.
All right, well, Mark, you lost me like halfway through the video.
Mark,
you know what I'm saying? Absolutely lost me. You know, I'm not surprised. I don't agree with many things that Mark says. But hey, English fans, let us know what you guys thought of, our take on this. You know what I'm saying? Your potential in this tournament. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, sub up as well. Catch y'all next time. Peace.